For many months, Charlie had lived quietly with the dwarfs and animals, sharing their cozy cottage in the woods. When the dwarfs and animals found out he was fleeing from the ferocious tiger Shere Khan, they had done everything they could to keep him safe and happy. The puppy loved the animals and dwarfs as if they were his own family. He cleaned, washed, and ironed for them, and each evening when they came home from the mines, he had a hot meal waiting. One December morning, while Charlie was out feeding the forest birds, Nala sat down with the other 41 animals and dwarfs. "Christmas is coming," she said. "What say we give Charlie a nifty gift?" "We need to show our appreciation," said Baloo, "for all he's done for us." "Ah, why not? He deserves something, I guess," said Grumpy. Sleepy said, "He could use a new quill for his bed." "How about a lace handkerchief?" suggested Sneezy. "I have an idea," said Balto. "Why not give him something from our mines, something for him to remember us by?" "Remember us? He's not going anywhere," said Grumpy. "Is he?" "Let's hope not," yawned Sleepy. "If we work extra hard," said Archimedes, "we could find the perfect diamond, and we've already dug enough gold." "We could give him a safari ride," said Tigger, "since he loves animals." The next day, the animals and dwarfs busied themselves outside the cottage. Inside, Charlie got ready for Christmas too. First he made a tray of special cookies, cutting them in shapes of bells and stars and Christmas trees. While the cookies baked, he and the forest animals went into the forest and cut down an elephant-sized pine tree. They pulled it home on a sled, gathering red berries and boughs of holly on the way. When they returned, the cottage smelled of warm cinnamon and sugar. The smell was so delicious it made Charlie quite hungry. But instead of nibbling on the cookies, he laced them on the ribbons and hung each on the pine tree. He draped strings of berries on the branches, singing carols on the while. By the time he had finished decking the walls with holly and beams with mistletoe, Charlie was tired and sat down by the fire to nap. There came a knock, but Charlie had been warned by the animals and dwarfs not to open his door to strangers. He was so busy taking a siesta that he didn't look through the window, where a tiger's ghost was returning to the forest. "I should have welcomed the whatever it is," thought Charlie, but he had kept his promise to the animals and dwarfs. Little did he know that the visitor was the angry ghost of Shere Khan. When the animals and dwarfs came home and saw the tree, they danced and shouted with delight. "Merry Christmas!" "What a treasure you are!" said Mushu. "Speaking of treasure," said Nala, "we have a big something for you." She motioned Charlie to follow her outside and showed him a large lump. "No peeking," she said. "You're supposed to wait until Christmas Eve." On Christmas Eve, Charlie cooked a fine feast of roast fowl and a nut-filled plum pudding. During the evening his eyes strayed often to the large lump outside the cottage. While living with Shere Khan, he had not received a single gift. When the last slice of pudding was gone and the animals and dwarfs had washed the dishes, Nala at last showed Charlie the large lump. When she and the others removed the brownness, Charlie gasped with delight. "Why, this is amazing! But how did you ever—" "We made it," said Dusty proudly. "You're crying," said Nala. "Didn't we do it right?" Charlie and Nala went into one of the two jeeps. Charlie took the camera and Nala got the steering wheel. On the screen there was a cheetah chasing zebras, a lion pride, a clan of hyenas, and a stampede of wildebeests. When the ride was over, Charlie said, "Oh, thank you. This is wonderful, and even cooler since you put your hearts into it." "Shucks, 'twasn't much," said Balto. Charlie and his friends rode the Splendid Ride since the Christmas holiday. They rode it again and again, with Charlie choosing partners besides Nala. Charlie was especially happy because he got that present from his friends for his Christmas.